sometimes you can't beat that true, raw, out of control feeling of a wooden roller coaster, and sometimes they can be better than steel roller coasters. And today I'm going to be counting down my top 5 favorite wooden roller coasters. Coming in at the number 5 spot is Goliath at Six Flags Great America. This is definitely the bottom of the list. This isn't a bad ride. It's also really short. Some of the elements aren't great, but some of the elements it does have are great, like the Zero G stall, which offers some phenomenal hang time, and the first drop, which is also pretty good if you're sitting in the back row. Dive loop isn't too bad. There's a decent airtime hill, but that's pretty much the only airtime hill, and it can be kind of rough, but this ride is pretty good overall. Coming in at the number 4 spot is Legend at Holiday World. I do like this ride, don't get me wrong, but it definitely focuses more on laterals than airtime, which I do tend to prefer airtime over laterals, but the laterals it does offer is pretty crazy, especially that double helix. It does offer some airtime, but that is definitely not the main focus of Legend. It offers some great lateral forces, and it definitely has a bite to it. If you come in unprepared, you're definitely going to get tossed around crazy. Just be aware of the person sitting next to you, or else you're going to slam into them. This ride is pretty rough, but it's also pretty fun. So this ride is solid, but it definitely is not better than the other coasters on this list. Coming in at number 3 is Thunderhead at Dollywood. This ride is pretty good. I really like this ride's twister layout. It's pretty aggressive. It keeps its pacing throughout the whole ride, which makes this ride action-packed non-stop until you hit the final brakes. You do have a nice station flyby, a nice typical GCI twisted first drop, and so many great pops of airtime throughout the layout. I just prefer the out and back layout to the twister layout, but this layout is still pretty good, and I still really like this ride, and I try to ride it every time I go to Dollywood. This ride's pretty good. Coming in at number 2 is Misty Timbers at Keys Island. This ride is action-packed start to finish. This ride has great out and back layout. The airtime hills hit. The drop's just okay. It's just another twisted first drop like many GCIs, but the layout is pretty good. I like this better than the twister layout because you definitely get more airtime than the typical twister layout on a GCI wooden roller coaster, so I definitely give this the edge. The Thunderhead and the airtime is just superior overall, but maybe not everybody will agree with that, but that's just my personal opinion. So coming in at number 1 is Voyage at Holiday World in Santa Claus, Indiana. So this ride starts off with a great first drop, and it's got 2 great back-to-back airtime hills, which feel like a wooden BMM Hyper. Then you go into another set of airtime hills, and then you hit the Spaghetti Bowl, which is absolutely nuts, and then you hit back. The ride feels like it will never end, and it's got a perfect amount of aggression. They have been retracting it a lot, which makes this ride run pretty good. So this ride is really good. It is one of my favorite coasters overall, and this ride's just freaking phenomenal. So you definitely should go ride this if you can. I definitely recommend a trip out to Holiday World just to ride the Voyage. So that wraps it up for today's video. So please be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.